good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Bracket Up, where we rank the mundane to the slightly less mundane. Today's episode is a second-parter. We're looking at the best anime opening of all time, part number 2. Our last episode was about a year ago, where we looked through part number 1. And what one? Was that a season of Mob Psycho, I think?
Yeah, Mob Psycho 2.
There we go. Yeah, that one was great. I didn't watch it, but it was great. Absolutely great. I'm handy dandy Andy Jarek, joined as always by the Giggle King, Mr. Julian Griffin. How are you today?
Hello, sir. Here to look at some anime. That's all I got.
Sounds great. I'm excited too. And also, the man with the best name in the whole wide world, and Satan dog itself, Murray. Andy Mysuck. She just walked by behind you.
Oh, dumb dog.
How are you, Andy?
I'm good. Yeah, I ain't got nothing either.
Cool. Well, Andy is watching
Racist
the
dog
second
stole
round.
all your energy.
Yeah, I am watching the second round of the NHL draft.
So if you see him looking for those very important trades of a team trading its 36th pick for a 45th and a 53rd, you'll know why.
I'm sorry, it was Vegas trades the 36 to Detroit for the 38th and the 120.
Boo!
Hitting pucks.
All right,
Scoring
well, we've
goals.
got, I think, 22 openings here on this list. Yeah, I never see on the top left corner where it says 22 players, and I always try and read the smallest number by the play-in round. It's like a dope. Been doing it for too long. But our very first play-in round is going to fit the Japanese opening of Sailor Moon against the Way of the House Husband. What the hell is the Way of the House Husband?
It's a show on Netflix, and it's about a former Yakuza boss who retires and then becomes a full-time house husband. So that means he cooks, he cleans, he does everything. He does the shopping,
But he
all that
kills
stuff.
too.
No, he doesn't
Sounds like a
kill.
three.
He actually doesn't kill anybody in the show.
Oh, but he did kill. I mean, you
Sure.
have to assume as a member of the Yakuza.
I would assume he did, but now he's killing germs instead of people.
I have to say, that makes the opening even a little better as I'm watching it right now.
It's good, right?
So I have a list of like, dislike, and meh, and I can say that the Way of the House Husband is on my like list.
It's a good show, and the opening is a lot of fun too. So
Yeah, the opening's weird. I like it though. What I will say about Sailor Moon though is, as a pure-blooded American, I like the English version better.
but this is a better version. It's obviously the better version.
I
The
disagree.
animation's a whole lot better. The
Disagree.
music is a lot fun.
Animation, nothing happened. It's boring. And to be fair, the English Sailor Moon is boring as well in terms of visuals.
In terms of visuals,
Yeah.
wow, you're tripping. Because the
We're
animation
also-
style is so much better than the English version. I felt like I was watching old 90s television, but with this, it actually brings you into a story and uses a different set of art style, which is good.
Where's my Saved by the Bell backgrounds?
You're just being facetious, but okay.
I mean, English, Japanese, even though I like the English better, I think they're both boring. And it's up against a much better intro.
I don't know.
I do. I'm voting the Way of the House Husband.
I'm voting the Sailor Moon because it's just so much better.
No, you're voting for it because you're a contrarian, is what I think.
Okay. I still like it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now.
Jarek, I need your opinions on these intros.
Yeah, you guys are putting me on the spot early. All right, so I took some notes on all of these. And for Way of the House Husband, I wrote down Hockey Pucks, Pug Pogs, and Affliction. Sounds like a UFC time. None of those things are bad. I immediately wanted to go out and buy an Affliction shirt when I saw the super detailed, tattoo kind of in the opening. It sounded like its version of the UFC's theme song, which is called Face the Pain. And obviously, I was off with the whole, you said he was a former Yakuza who's now, a cooker and cleaner and whatnot. But I enjoyed it. Sailor Moon said it reeks of the 90s. It kind of felt like a 90s sitcom. but anime version. Not bad. I like the music. I like the villains randomly popping up. Like the music would be like doo-doo-doo, and then there's like 3 villains, boom, boom, boom. Just kind of matched. I liked it. But I hate the UFC theme song, so I'm going with Sailor Moon.
I hate the UFC.
He just done the same fucking theme song for 20 years.
Look, to be fair, I don't have that sort of background, so maybe that's why I enjoyed that song.
Well, I'm the one who's watched the least anime, so I had to relate it to something I'm more familiar with. All right, playing round number 2. We've got the second season of Hunter x Hunter against Keep Your Hands Off Ayazuken?
Sure.
I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce the name.
That is one of Dave's, I believe, who isn't here today, but
yeah.
Boy, I hate this because I love both of these. I mean, somebody help me.
As far as like Hunter x Hunter, the opening is it kind of feels like every run-of-the-mill anime at this point. Running down random shit, happiness. Oh, they're running.
You didn't like Creepy Clown?
Sure.
The only character that's more horny to fight than Goku?
I guess.
Hunter x Hunter's cool. It is generic in terms of visuals. The cool thing about Hunter x Hunter's theme, which you're not going to get on this list, is it's the same song all 5 seasons, but a different part of the song.
Oh, so it's all one song.
Yeah, just different parts of it. It's kind of cool. It's a 2011 anime, but there was also a 1999 anime, and the manga's super old. Well, super old, like 90s.
Right.
So it definitely, like Sailor Moon, reeks of the 90s. I love the song though. I love the song.
It's
but,
that. Or,
what's up?
Sorry, I spaced out for a second. Is Hunter x Hunter? That's not from the 90s, is it?
Manga is, yeah. In fact, there was an anime adaptation in '99.
It didn't feel that old when I watched it.
Yeah, it definitely feels like something that came from that era.
Okay. I just thought about 4 dudes going fishing and then they have to defend themselves from giant fish by casting out and hooking their partners back in.
No. So I'm not deep into the show. Dave is introducing me to this one. Also, he hasn't watched it either, so we're kind of going through it at the same time. And he was saying like the big thing about this show is it has a like crazy good power system with like fights and stuff. And I'm starting to learn that now as I go into it. As we get deeper into it. Kind of cool.
Jordan's might be her second favorite anime. She loves Hunter x Hunter.
It's so good. But as far as opening goes, yeah, I think it got a real bad matchup.
It did.
Because that I don't know what the hell this one is about, but
it feels like it's a slice of life anime, honestly.
I could like visually with the opening itself and just like how it plays with like everything, it feels very Mob-esque in that respect. Like it's just weird. Things bouncing around, spinning, stretching, stuff.
It looks fun as hell.
Yeah, I love it. If you were wondering, it's also on my like list. We're gonna get to ones I don't like eventually. The one that's the lowest is Sailor Moon, and I didn't put it in dislike. I put it in meh, which isn't a bad thing. Just it's meh.
I immediately thought of Psychobilly Freakout when Keep Your Hands started. It had that same sort of just wild, you don't know what's going to happen vibe to it. And I want to end every sentence now with Easy Breezy. But that's where I'm voting.
Yeah, easy breezy indeed. I'm voting for Keep Your Hands Off, whatever the name is.
Same.
Feel bad because Hunter x Hunter deserves better, but man, what a terrible matchup.
Obviously not.
Not in this matchup.
Nope.
All right, playing round number 3, Dr. Stone's The Stone Wars against Level E. When I watched Level E earlier, YouTube asked me if I was okay with watching something that would be inappropriate. I was like, okay, sure. Did I miss something? Because nothing looked terribly inappropriate to me.
It's just aliens.
Right.
And some people are freaking out about aliens now, I guess. That's the only a correlation I would have.
Okay. Strange.
That's what I said. But
See, this one's weird because I look at the this matchup. I mean, is weird because I look at the intros in two ways: visually and the song itself. I like the song in Dr. Stone better, but I like the visuals in Level E much better.
Yeah, I kind of felt...
Poor Julian, who hasn't read or watched season 2 of Dr. Stone. Did you get anything spoiled?
no,
Okay, good.
I'm not tripping
I felt
off
bad.
of it. I wasn't tripping off of it. I just really like Level E because visually it's fun, and I do like the song a lot. I actually kind of like it better than Dr. Stone. I like everything better than Dr. Stone. It's not that Dr. Stone was bad. I like Dr. Stone a lot. It's just I had more fun with this.
I like the chiller vibes with Dr. Stone's song. I don't know. Oddly enough, I said we'd get the ones I don't like. Level E was in my like. Jarek, what do you think? What are you thinking?
I was kind of the same way as you. I like the Dr. Stone song, and I'm actually fucking familiar with it. Yay, there's one I'm familiar with. But yeah, it seemed a little dull. Like, it's just, here's a character, here's a character, here's a character, here's something they built. That's it. Like, kind of rolling towards the camera. And
it speeds up, and it's knowing what's going on helps.
yeah, I just wasn't.
Really does feel like just a whole thing where it's just like a whole segment of here's what you missed in the last season.
Oh no, this is current season stuff. I don't want to say too much, even though you said you're not tripping. I don't want to spoil too much, so.
Yeah, I recognize all the characters though.
How do you recognize Yo and Nikki? They were definitely introduced in season 2.
Well, maybe not all of the characters, but most of the characters I'm familiar with.
I'll probably vote for Level E, as much as I like Dr. Stone's song a lot better. I like Level E's visuals a lot better. I had to rewatch Dr. Stone.
Yeah, I'll vote for Level E as well. I enjoyed the comic book sort of style at the beginning with the panels and sort of weird squares and rectangles. It's cool stuff.
It was fun as hell.
No, I guess that's a Julian vote for Level E.
Yeah.
All right, another play-in round. We've got Run with the Wind, Season 2, against Zombieland Saga, Season 2.
I mean, this is an obvious vote for me, but I'll let you guys talk first.
Zombieland Saga, all right.
Let me see. I gotta remind myself right quick.
I could talk first.
Yeah, please.
Run with the Wind.
Never mind. Run with the Wind. I've seen this already.
Run with the Wind is nothing compared to Zombieland Saga's opening. It's so clear to me. I loved Zombieland Saga's opening. I actually didn't like Run with the Wind's opening that much. It was okay.
So I thought Zombieland sounded like something from Smash Brothers if you took the lyrics out. Just something I'd be playing on the background.
That's a good thing at times.
No, I didn't say it was a bad thing. It was fine. Did the street signs play? Have you seen any of it?
No, I've never. Most of these animes I haven't seen. So far, I've seen Hunter x Hunter and Dr. Stone.
Okay. I can only assume that the street signs mean that they're driver's ed people and they're learning how to drive. I don't know.
Wow, you are...
Probably way off.
But then what's that have to do with zombies?
No idea.
Yeah.
I would have multiple flashes of orange and yellow street signs.
I will say also, visually speaking, when it kind of gets to the drop, like most animes have a drop, the monochromatic backgrounds and fast moving shit is super cool looking.
Visually, it's a lot better. It's just genuinely more fun to watch.
I love it.
It's more fun to watch than Run with the Wind. Run with the Wind just feels very vanilla.
Yeah, I don't mind a vanilla opening if it's done well, but I didn't like Run with the Wind that much, so fuck it.
Sounds like you're voting for it.
You bet, buddy.
Zombieland was more fun. I'm voting for it too.
I'll vote for Run with the Wind.
Yeah, get that shit out of here, though.
Pity vote.
Yeah, it's not moving on. All right, next up, we've got Hellsing Ultimate against Noragami Arigato Season 2.
I have a strong opinion about one of these as well, but again, I'll let you guys talk about
all of these.
What's up?
You have a strong opinion about each of these.
That's very true. You happen to have a lot of strong opinions about stuff.
Well, that's a good thing. It's better than being wishy-washy.
Nah.
Actually, I do have a lot of strong opinions. I have opinions on both of these. You guys could talk though. I'll let you guys say your thing first.
I'm liking Noragami a little bit better. I like Hellsing, and I put that one in there just because I just like the anime. But the opening was kind of for me. It wasn't that exciting.
I really like the credits when they put them on the cross for each of that. There's that like a contrast to the like generally black and red, and then you get boom. Here's the like light gray cross with the credits. I dug that as well. What else? And I like that the ending, the kind of like fade out. A lot of these seem to like you stop on like this. Oop, there goes my pen. You stop like on the beat, but this one kind of fades out a little bit more, and it leaves you, I don't know, just kind of like waiting for more. I like that. It was definitely different than a lot of the ones on this list.
So here's my opinions. I thought Hellsing was the worst, and Noragami is one of the best. I love the Noragami one, and I hated Hellsing. So that's an easy vote for me.
That's a strong opinion.
It is a strong opinion, but no, Noragami 2 is better. It was a little bit more clean, where Hellsing, it felt a little bit more like they were just kind of splicing parts of the show together, and it felt chaotic, and it was kind of hard to grasp. It's a complete contrast from the show, but the show was amazing.
I will also vote for Noragami 2. How does a guy without a sword fight a man with a sword?
Oh, well, you're about to fucking find out.
I want to invest time and effort into watching the series. I will. And we've moved on to our final opening. One of my cats is scratching at all sorts of things. Sorry about it. All right, we've got One Punch Man Season 2 against Spice and Wolf Season 1.
Well, I'm going to start by saying, Julian, fuck your opinion. One Punch Man Season 2 is good. And its opening is a better representation of the show. And it has a dope song.
Spice and Wolf was pleasant. There wasn't too much going on, but it was just pleasant to watch. That's as far as I could say it was. It looks very much like Slice of Life, but it's not Slice of Life. It puts you at ease, but then it does have moments of like dread. Like when they're giant ass wolf, it was like, ooh, there's a serious story behind this.
Okay, do you have really strong opinions on One Punch Man Season 2? Because Andy definitely alluded to you. And I am out of the loop here.
One Punch Man, the first season was a lot of fun. I genuinely enjoyed it. But One Punch Man Season 2 felt very much disjointed at parts. There were definitely parts that I did like, but I didn't like it nearly as much as the first season.
This is not the intense conversation we've had in the past. One Punch Man
just being honest about it.
It's a tournament arc with a guy who can't lose. I find that hilarious.
It's a parody for like a parody's sake.
Yeah, essentially, it's a world of superheroes that takes itself very fucking seriously, but you follow a guy who can't lose, who became incredibly powerful in the most ridiculous way possible, and is apathetic to everything. Doesn't want to really be a hero. It's just sort of a hobby. It's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah. I'm liking Spice and Wolf a whole lot better.
I did not like Spice and Wolf. It is actually one of the 3 on my hate list.
And you wouldn't like it. I knew you fucking wouldn't like it.
Hated it.
Yeah.
Hated it. One Punch
Definitely.
Man, baby.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorites. So One Punch Man can go home.
Yeah, it can go home.
So good. It's so good.
No,
Yeah, it's all right.
Y'all don't like
It's all right.
I liked season 1 a lot more.
Season 1's way better.
Speaking of season 1, it's our first entry in our Sweet 16. It's going up against that Sailor Moon Japanese opening.
Ooh, that's actually kind of tough because I really, really liked One Punch Man. The first opening, it was good. It was a lot of fun.
I like One Punch Man season 1 opening quite a bit. I put it on the list.
Yeah.
I don't like the song as much though as 2's, and I don't think it represents the show as well as 2's. But that said, it's still.
As someone who doesn't know, very much about One Punch Man, I think it represents the show. Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It makes it look
Rock.
like Saitama actually gives a shit about what's going on in the world and is saving people the whole time.
yeah, but that story hasn't developed yet.
Oh, of course it has.
Not
It's from
in the first
beginning.
season. The first episode. He's talking about I'm a superhero for fun, and he takes it seriously. He obviously does because there's a whole arc about how he saves this little boy that he didn't care about, and then it's the whole reason why he went in.
And by the
then there's
second
this whole-
episode, he kills the mosquito person because there's a mosquito in his home and he doesn't want him in his house anymore.
Yeah,
He's not
but then
there to
even
save the
further in the
world.
season. Yeah, he does. Even further in the season, he ends up doing something that's super noble. So he obviously cares because he joined and he got all upset because he got like a C class and shit.
Because he's not
recognized because
Yeah.
nobody knows who he was. He was sad about the fact that he cares about being a hero, obviously.
He straight up says, I'm a hero for hobby.
I like the season 1 opening way better.
Yeah,
Season 2 just felt like it was kind of just doing the same thing that everybody else does. Here's a bunch of heroes. Here are their names. But this one, it was just like, whoa, who are these people? Like, it made you question
Who are these
things.
people?
You
It's
had so many
Saitama the whole
questions.
time. Then again, it does show a picture of Moomin Rider, and the world needs to recognize him more too.
Mm-hmm.
He's a legend. He's the bike hero. You know what? I just fucking love the show. I'm gonna vote for I already said my opinions on Sailor Moon. It's fine. Nah, I'm voting for One Punch Man.
I think I'm going to vote for One Punch Man as well. Sorry, Julian.
Oh, that's cool. I'm voting for Sailor Moon.
Nothing wrong with Sailor Moon's opening. It's just meh.
Alright, next up we've got Symphogen AXZ against My Hero Academia's Season 4 OP number 1.
Well,
So,
okay.
we had a couple My Heroes on our first.
There's probably one that should have been there instead of here, but what are you gonna do?
I really haven't liked any of them.
Really? Oh.
They've all been fine. They're perfectly acceptable, but none of them really stand out to me. I don't know. I like the show. The parts of the show that I've seen are great. The opening I don't know, they don't do it for me.
I think I like. So I like a lot of the music in the openings. Visually speaking, nothing to write home necessarily about. I disagree with all of them though. The one that Dave and I both put on in the last one, the first opening in part 3, very good. This one's Kelly's favorite. It's cool. I like it. I feel both of these are kind of to me. Yeah, I mean, I get the same vibes from My Hero as I'm getting from Sympho here, in that it probably is better if you watch the show. But visually speaking, nothing special. I'm gonna vote for My Hero because it is my favorite anime, but I don't care if it wins or loses, to be honest.
That's
For
a good
me-
attitude.
Yeah. I like Symphogear because eventually, I guess, after these girls go through mixed martial arts training and become competent cage fighters, they have to pick a color that's based on their personality. And for me, not knowing who any of these characters are, an easy way to identify who's who. Meanwhile, if I didn't know anything about My Hero, and I see like 30 different characters on there in the screen for a second, I have no fucking clue what's going on.
You're comparing a show in its first season to a show in its fourth.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's the fact that he said, I have no fucking idea what's going on if I didn't know this was My Hero Academia. That says a lot.
Most of these.
Some of them.
Most of them.
Yeah, but some I'm gonna admit there are some openings where it's just they explain a plot very, very well.
I don't know if you could hold that against the show that's ongoing in its fourth season, continuing to get more and more intricate in terms of its ongoing story.
I just can't remember I can't remember anything unique about the openings from My Heroes. Like, maybe it's me, and maybe I need to watch them again, but like I just don't remember anything.
I mean, that's fair
really
enough.
stood out.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm
It
feeling
helps.
Sympho a little bit better.
Neither of these are going to go very far anyway. At least in my opinion.
Sympho Gear is the superior to me. I'm voting there.
All right, Sympho Gear moves on. Next up, we've got No Game, No Life against Keep Your Hands Off, Ayazukin. God, I feel bad if I'm butchering that name. I'm saying it with such emphasis, and it's probably wrong.
Oh, that Keep Your Hands Off one's really good.
It is really, really good.
I don't have much else to say other than that. Julian, didn't you put on the other one? Tell us a little bit about that.
What? No Game, No Life?
Yeah, wasn't that you?
No,
That was not me.
Oh, well, Jarek, tell us a little bit more.
I love the color mashups. I like the kind of was like the soft edges at the end of that was a different one. But I just love a lot of rainbow usage, a lot of color mixing, nothing too dark. Makes chess look super cool. I assume it's about chess. I don't know. It's probably, those are the pieces that I saw. It might be other board games and whatnot, but I dug it. I liked Aizuken too. They were both pretty good.
I just like Azukin better. If that's the name we're going with, I'm going to call it that the whole time. Azukin.
I'll probably change it next time if it moves on.
Damn it, where? Oh, it finally loaded as I refresh.
Oh, it is.
Damn you. There we go. I'm voting Azukin.
Andy, what are you voting? Jarek?
I think I'll stick with No Game, No Life. I'll make it in.
That's understandable. That's definitely understandable. Yeah.
But
So
Julian
I'm voting
and I-
Aizukin.
Yeah, there you go. It's so good.
I'm sorry, but No Game, No Life kind of for the title. I feel like it should have been more exciting. This felt just like generic anime stuff.
Sure.
It's pretty visually, though.
Yeah, I just like that the colors were different than a lot of the other things that I'd seen on the list so far. But Aizukin was pretty darn solid. All right, so next up, Level E is back, and it's going up against Serial Experiments Lane. Andy, where did you sit on Serial Experiments Lane?
Wasn't
That's
bad.
what I thought.
Wasn't bad. All right.
It was weird. It's interesting. It's hella interesting.
Yeah. It's interesting.
It's
I like
obviously
the-
came out
the
in
opening-
2003.
The opening's the best part.
I'll do that in a second.
Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. What do you think
Is
of it,
this a little
Julie?
boy or a little girl? I'm getting very much like year 2001 vibes.
MTV 2001. It
That's
could
what I'm
very
getting.
easily be like some like second-rate rock band's music video.
This is Four Non Blondes after they got sober.
Yeah, it's okay.
Still talking about Level E.
No. Serial Experiments Lane.
It's getting some major Cranberries vibes out of that when they sing
Mhm.
zombie songs
Yeah.
like that.
It's okay.
Let's see.
I'm voting level E. That's easy.
Yeah, I think it's kind of easy for me, but I want to hear what Jarek has to say because I think he really liked this one.
Yeah, absolutely, I did.
I'm sorry.
Different and like not just hard rock or hard punk or metal or something like that. Like, definitely not the most descriptive one. I have no fucking clue what's going on, and I like knowing a little bit about what might be happening in the plot. I got Matrix vibes out of this. I don't know why, just with like the text, like it looked like computer code or something on the screen at times. But I also feel really bad that this poor girl is going through like the most awful things. You hear the lyrics, I feel bad, I'm hurting, I've lost it all, and she's like 11. It's like, oh no.
I don't like any of this.
Yeah.
This very much sounds like a lot of people's emo phases back in 2003, 2004.
I'm voting for it, but I know you guys are going to push Level E forward, and that's cool.
Yeah, I like the Level E's visual style. It's one of the better ones. Until I see a song that's better than it, though. I mean, it's got a decent song, but man, those visuals are gonna carry it for me.
All right, next up, Zombieland Saga Season 2 is back against JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Season 4.
I like that one a lot.
JoJo?
Yeah, I did. I like that one a lot, actually. And it's up against. Yeah, I liked it.
I have such a like-hate relationship with JoJo. God, it's the cool thing about this one in particular is the end, because this one has different styles. So this is the last version. So in the original version, when he looks behind him, he turns and starts punching. In this version, you see why. It's because the villain like stops time and goes behind him. Mm-hmm. It's cool. I mean, I have a lot of problems with JoJo, but it's got some good openings. This one's cool.
Is JoJo a person?
Oh God, we talked about this before the episode, Jared.
And oh yeah, that's right, we did.
Wait, is he a person?
Okay, I'll just go through it again. JoJo is just a nickname for every main character in the show. So each part is a different main character. So the first one is Jonathan Joestar. Part 2 is his grandson, Joseph Joestar.
Oh, so they're all JoJo.
Part 3 is Joseph Joestar and his grandson, Jotaro Kujo. So all of their names could make JoJo in some way.
So they're all JoJo.
Yes.
I like that as unity.
Part 4 is the illegitimate son of Joseph, who is the grandfather of Part 3's JoJo.
So Jarek, it's like you're Andy, Andy is Andy, and somehow I am also Andy.
We are all Andy.
We are all Andy.
And by that logic, hold on, let me show.
Voting for Zombieland.
Hold on, I want to show one picture here. Okay. Hold on.
I hope it's a family tree.
I could do that if you wanna.
No.
You wanna feel pain. So if you look at this is Part 2 JoJo, and this is Part 3 JoJo. So there are multiple JoJos in parts at times. Part 4 is 3 JoJos at once, actually.
Is the dog also JoJo? Or the cat? Or whatever the fuck that creature was?
So, okay. In the show, in Part 3, they change completely how the power structure works. And they all have, like, altered, like, fighting beings that come out of them called stands. Like, personas, almost. And the dog has a stand, so it can fight in JoJo battles. It's dumb. Now that you mentioned the JoJo family tree, though. Oh, God. Well, that ain't the most stupid thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote Zombieland because that whole thing just kind of confused me and hurt to listen to.
I'm gonna vote for Zombieland anyway, too.
I like the opening, but that just kind of ruined
It shouldn't. I definitely recommend giving it a shot. It's long though, and a lot of it doesn't need to be there, despite what Dave said.
All right. Well, we don't have to ever talk about it again because it
I'm
is
okay
gone.
with that.
All right. Next matchup: Yurlai and April against Vinland Saga Season 1.
Oh yeah, I hated Vinland Saga.
Why did you like it?
I really liked Yurlai in April, though. It was a lot of fun to watch.
You're lying. Vinland Saga was generic and boring, like a lot of the other ones we mentioned. Why we didn't like them.
This is like 90210, but anime.
What was it? Lorelai and April. I don't even remember it. I have it on my like list though.
Yeah, it's a love story about musicians, and I believe one of them has some sort of bad cancer or something like that.
Oh, I don't know the show, but
And Jordan was watching it, and it was quite entertaining.
You can play a drinking game with this. Every time you see an anime character sailing through the sky, take a shot.
oh god, let's see.
Can't already.
God.
Every 90 seconds, take a shot, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, man. Let's see. Vinland Saga. I like some of the color usage. I love the Northern Lights. It's just an interesting concept, I guess. Vikings and anime is not something that you normally would lump together, but it's kind of cool. But otherwise, yeah, I guess nothing super special about it.
It really isn't. There's boats.
Yeah, boats are cool.
I would go with a good old boat, you know? Rowing men in boats.
Rowing men.
Rowing
Boats
boom, bang, bam.
I love me some rowing men.
with boats. Can't just be rowing.
I'm voting for Yurlai in April. I feel like you guys are as well.
Yeah, I just didn't like. I thought Vinland Saga was kind of boring. I'll be transparent there. Hey,
You
all the
didn't
ones
like seeing that dude run with his crossed knives like this, because that's practical.
What happens if he trips? Then that knife is gonna cut him. What a terrible decision.
He might have died at that scene. We've never seen it. That could have been a spoiler.
This is the rest of the intro. He doesn't show up where he's supposed to because he's lying dead. The knives in his chest. Oh, that's awful.
All right. Next matchup, Noragami Part 2 is back for its second matchup against Bakano. And I felt bad because I was talking to Andy before this. Bakano got copyright struck in the week that it went on our list. So I didn't get to watch it again. I wasn't able to find the actual anime. Did listen to the song. Jazzy and cool. But I didn't do it.
I have it as okay. That's it. It was okay. It is, but it's hard to talk about when I can't really remember that much about it. It was meh. I don't know if you guys are looking for it now, but we already know how I feel about the Noragami too. So I'm gonna vote for it.
Oh, that's what backed it up. I liked Bakano a lot, actually. It was silly, and it reminded me of Lupin the Third.
Good comparison.
Ain't no Noragami 2 though.
Yeah, it's Bakano.
Man, I really wish I could see Bakano one more time. I don't remember much of it from when I put it on the...
It's basically just a couple in their little crazy little hijinks that they get on, and they steal from people. That's what it looks like.
I actually can't remember. It shows how memorable it is.
I remember there being a bunch of different characters, but they named them all. Or they had like little 1 second freeze frames of them so you could actually put a name to a face
Yeah.
when the show got started. I remember that much. I don't remember any of the characters' names, but...
Yeah, but wasn't that something you didn't like about One Punch Man 2? They literally show a screenshot of every character and put a name
it's
to
how
a face.
it's how they delivered it. It's the delivery that felt generic. I think is what he's saying.
Look, you could take One Punch Man season 2 out. That's fine. I understand that, but this one I'm not gonna understand if Bakano wins.
I was still going to vote for Noragami.
Oh, good.
I love the gray combos, like the gray primary color and then just one accent color, a red, a purple, a blue, or whatever.
The colors are fun. I just really liked how fun Baccano was.
Yeah,
and it was a switch of pace because it's all hard rock. This was very much jazz.
All right, next matchup, final matchup in our Sweet 16. Spice and Wolf is back. It's going up against Odd Taxi. Julian, why don't you go first?
Odd Taxi or
just what you liked about both of them, I guess. I know we talked a little bit about Spice and Wolf, but
Spice and Wolf. Let me see if I can remember. I gotta remember all these stuff. Okay, Odd Taxi started off kind of slow for me, but I do love the animation style. It's so different. I mean, it's genuinely just like a lot of fucking fun to watch. It's like you're watching like a little kid's show, and you're kind of instantly intrigued by it because it's a fucking walrus in a taxi.
I felt so bad when that bird shit hit his windshield, and he just...
I know, right?
It's like, so relatable.
Yeah, the song though is good. The song is just kind of killing the mood for me. That's what
You didn't like it?
No, I didn't really like it.
Okay, I thought it was one of my favorites. Again, just because it's different. It had, such a hip hop influence that, again, is nowhere to be seen on any of these other ones, really.
That's true.
It. Yeah.
I don't know.
It was one of my favorites.
I'm happy for you. I just like Spice and Wolf because it's pleasant. It's just very pleasant.
What about you, Andy?
We already know I hate Spice and Wolf, so Odd Taxi was going to get my vote. But I thought the music and the visuals went perfectly together. I actually had this in math originally, the first listen through. I'm like, yeah, it's all right. And I know Dave really, really liked it. But the more I watched it, so I watched all of these a few times, I liked it more each time. I think visually we all agree.
Visually it's amazing. It's great.
But the music itself, I thought the more I listened, it was pretty good, and it went with the visuals, and I think it came together very nicely. And I hate Spice and Wolf, so Odd Taxi.
You know what? Just off the animation style alone, I'm gonna have to vote for it.
All right, well, I'm voting for Spice and Wolf. That was my favorite one. Goodbye, Spice.
I hated it.
I didn't hate it. I thought it was very pleasant.
All right, here's our Elite Eight. First matchup: One Punch Man Season 1 against Symphogear AXZ,
which is a sound that you can play on DDR for $2.99. We're doing a promotion. Rack it up, boys! At Gumroad.com.
You use the link in the description at Break It Up Boys. Get yourself 10% off.
Yep. For all you DDR heads.
You're still out there. We know it.
Yep.
So, look, I made it sound like I didn't like One Punch Season 1's opening because I liked One Punch Season 2's opening. I love One Punch Man Season 1's opening. And I said in the last round, the Symphogear. I mean, I have the same problems with the Symphogear that I had with the My Hero one, where it's generic, good music in both of them, but very generic visually. Whereas One Punch Man, kind of cool.
It's just a bunch of testosterone-filled, fast-paced, ass-kicking. Yeah, it's great.
And then this show is vastly different from most of it.
No, it's still pretty ass. I mean, he knocks the fuck out of a giant in the first episode.
My favorite is in the fifth episode when he went to like the big monster there that was supposed to be unbeatable. That the scientist created, and he only wins the fight.
Carnage Kabuto, some shit like that.
He only wins the fight because he's upset that he realized he missed the sale at the grocery store. He's also, fun fact, he's just like this broke guy who lives in like the shittiest part of town that they think no one can feasibly live in anymore.
I don't think it's that he even broke. I mean, it's like his apartment's really nice. The area that he lives in is really nice. It's just that
No, it
people
isn't.
keep breaking his shit.
He lives in the part of City Z that they don't think humans live in anymore. No, he's definitely broke.
I thought that it's because like all the monsters like ran through there all the time because a whole bunch of monsters kept meeting in that one spot.
Yeah, which, I mean, that would lower the property value, which is why humans don't live there anymore.
Oh yeah, monsters will do that shit to your property value. Be careful out those monsters.
Derek, you should definitely watch the show. It's fun. I'm gonna vote for One Punch Man.
Yeah, I guess I will too.
Same. Bye, Symphogear.
Again, I like Symphogears and I like My Heroes. Both of them I like quite a bit. They're just both generic and, you know, whatever.
Alright, next up in our Elite 8 is Level E against Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken.
Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken is a lot like Odd Taxi. They're both great, but I like Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken is a lot better. It's just so different.
Yeah. I think that's where I'm leaning as well. I need to rewatch Level E again because I like the visuals enough, but I didn't think they were that as good as you guys are saying they are. But I think I'm still voting for Keep Your Hands Off.
Yeah, for sure.
I said level E was going to be carried by those visuals until it ran into something with a better song and better all around, and it has. I think the Keep Your Hands Off one is way better.
Yeah, it's better. But Level E, as far as like the show, it's basically about this alien prince who just goes to Earth to fuck with people, and that's it. Like, there's this one episode where, and as spoilers for anybody who doesn't know, this is to the extent of where he'll fuck with kids. He kidnapped like a bunch of middle schoolers and then gave them all superpowers like Power Rangers and then sent them on a mission to find the princess. And it turns out that he just kidnapped some woman and then he dropped her off on the street so that he can end up playing the princess because he thought that would be a better idea. That's just one episode. He just gets into all these crazy ass hijinks and it's genuinely a funny ass show. Like there's a whole intergalactic city out there, or empire out there, and they all fucking hate him, which is great. So I highly suggest you check out Level E.
That was a weird listen. that whole episode.
Andy, Andy, that's like perfect for you. It's a dumb show. It's meant
Kidnapping
to be
middle
dumb.
schoolers is perfect. No thanks. No, but sounds fun. Sounds funny.
It's your humor. It's just dumb for the sake of being dumb. That's the whole premise of the show. It's like Invader Zim. If Invader Zim were more anime.
I mean, I do love Invader Zim.
Yep.
As everyone should.
Sounds like you've got a new convert, Julian.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Loved it.
Yeah. At the bottom half now of our final four, Zombieland Saga Season 2 is there again against Your Lie in April.
I like Zombieland Saga better.
I like Your Lie in April.
Zombieland Saga, it has that part kind of at the drop towards like middle end where it's monochromatic, very, very fast moving, interesting shots. I like that a lot. And the monochromatic background changes frequently enough. It's cool. It's cool. The song is fun. It's fun. It's good. I love
but
it.
there's not a cat and a piano in the whole thing, so.
But I don't like cats, so there you go.
I love cats. I think cats are wonderful.
I'm allergic, so that doesn't help.
Oh, that's... Damn.
That's
Sorry.
I mean, that could be why I don't like cats. Because if I'm by them, my eyes hurt.
Yeah, that stinks. I'm voting for Your Lie in April.
Ah, man, that stinks.
The cats always come through.
Cat's coming through.
Hey,
Alright.
cat people love cats, and I can't argue with it as a dog person. I love dogs.
I love dogs too. Just love animals. Speaking of animals, Odd Taxi. Let's all give that walrus a poor hug.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna vote Odd Taxi.
Oh, no way. Oh, God, no. Odd Taxi was cool, and I definitely like it, but Noragami's
Origami was good too. These are both very good. Two of my favorites.
Yeah, it is really cool, but Odd Taxi.
That's pretty much what I say for like Odd Taxi. Yeah, it's pretty cool, but Noragami.
Yeah, I know. I'm using your argument.
it's
Try
a good
to see
argument.
that walrus needs some love, Jerry. He got his windshield shit on, and he had to wipe it off
Seriously.
by himself.
I think I got to vote for Odd Taxi. We've all been there before. Does anyone know
We've all had shit on the window before.
Noragami sure didn't. So
about a walrus taxi driver in the streets of Japan? No, maybe. I don't know.
I didn't. It's one
I
of
haven't seen the
days.
show.
I haven't either.
Okay, well, I hope he becomes like an awesome, super time traveling walrus. It could be anything. But next up in our final four, well, actually, first up in our final four is the first season of One Punch against Keep Your Hands Off, Aizuken.
Boy, I love that One Punch Man got this far.
I don't.
And I'm gonna vote for it because it's not gonna win, and I just want to show it a little bit of love while you two vote for what should probably be the winner.
You're right. I'm voting Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so am I. I think One Punch got a really easy run to the final four.
Yeah.
Probably, but I love it.
Keep it up, baby.
Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken is the better opening, but I wanted to give it a little love. One Punch Man.
All right, bottom half. Does that adorable, sad walrus beat the adorable, sad piano-playing cat?
I say yes.
I thought you were gonna say adorable, sad music playing teens, because that's what it is.
Both.
I don't want to say the second one at all.
All right, fine. We'll stick with music playing teenagers.
No, the second one.
Oh,
All right.
Odd Taxi.
Yeah. I'm voting for the Odd Taxi.
Ah, boy. I think I'll throw Your Lie in April a vote and leave it up to someone not me for once.
Shit. There were cats in both, so I'm voting Odd Taxi.
Doesn't have to be about the cats.
I guess not.
Always about the cats. Always.
Oh, you got me there.
All right, so our final here, Odd Taxi against Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken. I'm sure this is exactly how everybody expected it to go, as it always is here.
No, I thought Noragami would be here, but
Odd Taxi, its first episode was April 6th of this year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely the best anime opening of all time.
Well, I mean, it wasn't around to make the cut for Mob 2, but I think I'd pick Mob 2 over all of these on this list.
That's so funny.
Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken is actually one of my favorites, so I'm going to vote for it. It's just so goofy, so fun, fast, visually interesting. It reminds me a lot of like the style of Mobs in terms of like its visual appeal. Not visually like art style or anything, but how it presents itself.
I think I'm just going to vote for Odd Taxi. I love the hip-hop influence in the song. I love the very simple animation style. I think that's good sometimes. I think that's really good sometimes. You don't necessarily need something to be super exciting and colorful and whatnot.
it was very colorful.
No, I just mean with like colors shooting which way and left and right.
Oh, it's not flashy as shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a very cool, toned down. It's different. It's not all over the damn place. It's easy paced and it's easy to follow. And then there are 3 random anthropomorphic girls dancing, which was interesting, I guess. I don't know. I'm voting Odd Taxi. It was nice. was different.
Weren't you against Odd Taxi the first time it showed up?
That's because I wanted Spice and Wolf to win, because I really like Spice and Wolf, but you hated Spice and Wolf, so.
I did.
All right.
Then again, even then I voted Odd Taxi just because the animation was just different.
Alright, Odd Taxi. The best anime opening part 2 winner. Number 1. Won all 4 of its matches. Second place, Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken. And tied for third between One Punch Man Season 1 and Your Lie in April.
Which I'm definitely watching.
Your Lie in April?
Hell yeah.
Really good.
And then, of course, Odd Taxi. We have to watch it.
I think so. And hey, there's only like 13 episodes, so it's not like we're got 100 to get through.
I think that was part of the plan after we finished Hunter x Hunter. Was Odd Taxi or Attack on Titan.
Nice, look at that. What perfect timing.
I still say the Mob 2 is better than everyone on this list. Even
I
if
gotta watch Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant. Also, I have to watch it. It's very gay.
Which one was that?
Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant.
Okay.
It's about a girl who goes against the norm. It's perfect. It aged very, very well. Because it was made in '97. It's about a girl who doesn't want to go along with societal norms of being a lady. No, she dresses up as a boy and wants to be a prince and save princesses.
Cool.
Power to the people.
Sounds cool. Any other last comments before we wrap this episode up?
I'm good.
You're
I
good.
thought level E would get a little bit further, but
And into Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken.
Yeah, it's kind of a buzzsaw there.
Can't wait until we learn that we have been saying the name wrong the entire time.
I'm absolutely sure.
guys, hey.
So sorry, Dave. Sorry. But until next time, we're going to be looking at Odd Taxi as the best anime opening of all time, part number 2. Here on Rack It Up. So for the Giggle King, Julian Griffin, and for the man with the best name in the whole wide world, Andy Mysak, I am Handy Dandy, Andy Jer, and we will see you next week. Have a good time.